So let's go to offer. Now the elements of valid offer and the elements of valid acceptance are that the offer must be definite and the acceptance must be unequivocal. Definite means it is clear, plain, not subject to any condition, and unequivocal meaning it is complete. No, it's the same as complete here. Unequivocal. But the acceptance must be also no condition. No? So the valid offer must also be complete, and the acceptance also unconditional, without condition, and the offer must be intentional, and the valid acceptance also intentional. So these are the elements of a valid offer. Okay, because there are other kinds of offer which does not meet these requisites or elements, then there is no offer or acceptance. In some cases, an offer to buy or offer to purchase or offer to sell becomes ineffective. So there are instances, and these are the following: death of either party, either the offerer or the offeree. One of them dies, no? Then civil interdiction. When does this happen? As I've said, this happens when a person commits a crime and the imprisonment is more than 6 years. No? Commits a crime and he is found guilty and imprisoned for more than 6 years. So he is suffering from civil interdiction. Also, when the offerer or the offeree becomes insane, nabuang, or insolvent. You know what is insolvent? Insolvent meaning cannot pay his debts, but he has still some assets, but not enough to pay his debts when they mature. You know? Insolvent. And this happens before, all this happens, death, civil interdiction, insanity, insolvency, happens before acceptance is conveyed. So there is no acceptance yet, just offer. So after making the offer, somebody dies, or someone is imprisoned, or becomes insane or insolvent. So the offer becomes ineffective. Number 2, when the offer is also revoked by the offeree. So the person who is supposed to accept the offer revokes the offer, either express or implied. So there are 2 ways, express or implied. What is express? It is clearly stated or clearly manifested in a written instrument. Implied is by mere action, no? Without any action or by merely passing the lapse of time. So the offer becomes revoked. It is revoked. Number 3, when the offeree makes a qualified or conditional acceptance, which is a counter offer, as illustrated in the flow chart a while ago, that when the offeree makes a counter offer, it is a qualified or conditional acceptance. So the example was, you're going to buy 100,000 pesos, why not make it 200,000? So the offeree is making a counter offer. Okay, so that's number 3. The offer becomes ineffective. The number 4, when the subject matter of the object becomes illegal or impossible before acceptance is communicated. So let's say, for example, you are offering to buy 100 million pesos worth of firecrackers before New Year's Day and today, you know? And sometime before New Year's Day, maybe in November, the government declared or pronounced that firecrackers are banned for life or illegal, becomes illegal. So in this scenario, your offer to buy 100 million worth of firecrackers is therefore becomes ineffective. So remember the four. So there are periods in order for the offeree to make his acceptance of the offer. So the first would be if it is stated in the offer itself. Let's say you receive a letter and then this offer states that this offer is good for 30 days only. After 30 days, this offer becomes ineffective. So it is stated. And if there is no provision or statement in the offer, so the acceptance must be immediate. No? If the person is present, that is when to make the acceptance. So immediate if the offeree is present. But if the offeree is absent, acceptance may be made within such time that an answer can be received from him. Okay. So the offeror must give time for the offeree to answer the offer. Note here, acceptance may be revoked before it comes to the knowledge of the offeror. So there's an offer, and then let's say the offeree has accepted it through an agent. So there's an agent of the offeror and has not reached yet the knowledge of the offeror. So the offeree may revoke such acceptance. No? So when does this happen? Let's say, for example, buyer one has an agent because he's in America, and the owner of the property has already accepted the offer from buyer one through the agent. And so the owner has stated to the agent that he's going to accept the offer. But the agent has not communicated such acceptance because the buyer is still in America. Now comes another buyer, who is buyer two, into the picture, wants to buy the property. So in this case, the owner of the property can revoke his acceptance, because buyer one has not yet been informed because he's still in the US. No? So he may sell the property to buyer two. So that's what the note means here. In some cases, there is what you call amplified acceptance. This means that under norm or certain circumstances, a mere amplification of the offer must be understood as an acceptance of the original offer, plus a new offer which is contained in the amplification. So this is almost the same as a qualified acceptance, no? Because there is a new offer contained in the amplification. So let's say, for instance, the buyer says, I want to buy the property for 100 million, payable in 6 months. So the owner says, that, okay, I will accept your offer, but provided you pay only within 3 months. So there's a new offer. That's a new offer. So what? In case of complex offers, there are more than one offer. There's a rule. Yeah? So if the offers are interrelated, so the contract is perfected if all the offers are accepted. So if only one offer is accepted, the contract is not yet perfected because the offers are interrelated. No, I say if buy the house, I also buy the lot. It cannot be only buying the house and you do not buy the lot, or you only buy the lot and you don't buy the house. So this kind of offer, house and lot, you should buy both. No? And there is a rule also if offers are not interrelated. So acceptance of one, it results to the perfection of the contract. So unless the offeror has made it clear that one is dependent upon the other, and the acceptance if both is necessary. Okay. How about advertisements? Business advertisements in the newspapers. Are they considered offers? The answer is no, they are not definite offer, but they are mere invitation to make an offer. Okay, so business advertisements are mere invitations to make an offer. And advertisements for bidders also are not offers, but only invitation to make proposals. An advertiser is not bound to accept the highest or lowest bidder unless appears otherwise. So do not forget these rules.